everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're back with something a little bit different today. It's something, there was a massive issue with the race that was on Daily Race C yesterday with this car, the open wheel F1, old fashioned F1 car. Now if you would have seen the leaderboard, there was some real strange times going on the board. This was the lap 1 time and you can just visually see the grip that is going on this. Now a while ago there was a grip bug on GT Sport that was present and only a few people got it. It was very rare and it was apparently fixed. However, something has happened again. I mean, this could be something to do with tuning being like just activating for certain people, because look how much grip this guy in P1 has got. His car just has insane grip compared to other people. And I'm going to do a lap comparison with TRL Lightning, who we all know should be, he's never going to be outdone by more than half a second. Never. It's just not going to happen. He was using the shifter as well, which is the fastest way to drive this car. I couldn't drive this car purely because I would have had to move my pedals around, which takes about an hour to set up the shifter because of the way I'd have to obviously do the braking and the clutch action, and I couldn't be bothered redoing it, and I would have to break zip ties and go out and buy more zip ties. But that was the lap that got P1. So what I'm going to do now is just have a little look at the leaderboard. Mainly B class drivers and just 2A. Lightning absolutely hammered his lap to get that. He pushed as hard as he could, and he's 3 seconds away, over 3 seconds away from that lap 1 time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a lap comparison. On the right hand side, obviously we've got TRL Lightning. Let's just have a little look at the difference in the way he has to drive. Watch TRL Lightning as well. He's pushing like crazy. You can see going into turn 1 he's actually ahead, because he's obviously got a cleaner exit from the final corner. But just look at the grip through the mid part of the corner and the turning that the car on the left has over Lightning. Lightning's having to drive really wide. He's pushing the limits as far as he can, and he's pretty much on the limit. And you can watch the way the car handles. Lightning's car, by now already, the car on the left is clearly ahead by a massive margin. This just shouldn't be happening. There is something that is causing this, and it's got to be grip related, because the front end and the rear grip that the driver on the left hand side has over TRL Lightning here is incredible. At first I thought it'd be acceleration, but when you look at the top speeds at the end of the straight, there's not much different. It's mainly mid corner grip and the front end. You're going through this fast corner now, look at the car on the left, just total grip. Now watch Lightning, the car is stepping out. It's really hard for him to handle because he's on the absolute edge of traction. Now no one, some people might say, oh, it's just a better lap. It's not, I'm sorry, but no one is 3 seconds faster than one of the best drivers on the game. It just wouldn't happen in motorsport. It'd be like, say, in F1, if Vettel and Lewis Hamilton were teammates and Vettel would out-qualify Lewis Hamilton by 2-3 seconds in qualifying if they had the equal car. It just doesn't happen. This kind of difference is too far, and there's something that's causing this, and I don't know what it was. TRL Lightning has no idea. He didn't try tuning his car. He couldn't get back on to do it. Obviously, it should be default setup. No one should be allowed to do anything to their cars. Now, my theory is that possibly weight reduction has took effect on people. If someone's done a weight reduction to their car, it could have took effect on the race and allowed it to be active during the race. Because look at the amount of B drivers in there. Some of these people that, I'm not being disrespectful to these, but they shouldn't be there, because there was people that were, some of the best on the game that couldn't even get within 2 seconds of this time. I mean, Lightning absolutely blitzed his lap, and it was an amazing lap of 1:37.7. I think it is there, but over 3 seconds away from the top time, and he just shouldn't be that far. And there's just 100%, you ask, I think any of the top drivers will tell you there was something very wrong with what was going on this race that was on yesterday in terms of the qualifying. And at first I thought it could have been someone cutting a corner, but clearly there was no corner cutting. There was no other issues in terms of running wide. If anything, Lightning's lap was more running wide, because he was just trying to see how close he could get, trying to work out why he was so far behind. It's just grip related, and you could see it on the apex speeds. You could see it on the turning and how easy the car was just sticking to the ground. It was as if they had different tyres running also. It kind of looked like the P1 had like super soft tyres, whereas Lightning obviously running the medium tyres. It's really strange, and I don't know what has caused it, but there was definitely some issues with that. And I just wanted to get this video out just to see if someone could share it with someone that is maybe associated with polyphony, because we're about to start the FIA season, an official FIA season, and that bug is that is definitely a bug within the game. There is no question of it. People are going to probably start saying that it could have just been 3 seconds faster. It's not going to happen. You know, some of the best drivers on the game were way off pace. You know, Lightning, in the same situation as some of the other drivers that were in the same like situation, he was 2 seconds faster than him and second half faster than him because he had pushed his lap that hard to try and work out why that top time was so fast. But visually, just comparing them laps in and looking at them together, you can just see why. It's just grip. The P1 driver just had an insane extra amount of grip, whether it was tyre related or it's something to do with the weight of the car. It could be tyre related, that it's, even though it's saying that he's running the medium tyres, he could have possibly been running softer tyres. And before I want to get this out there, this is not anything to do with the individual's fault. This is not someone cheating. This is a bug in the game that they've probably not been none the wiser to. They've probably not had any idea that it's happening, but it's definitely happening. So don't be going accusing anyone of cheating, and I don't want people to start accusing anyone of cheating, because I'm 100% sure none of these individuals have cheated. What I think has happened is there's some sort of bug related to if they've been racing with this in a tune session or something, and they've got different tyres on, or they've done some tuning to the car, something that has been carried over to the default setup race that was a daily race C. So don't be accusing anyone. I just wanted to let people aware of this, because we need to get this video shared and try to see if someone at Polyphony will be able to see this, or someone, and just see if it can be shared on GT Planet or something. I don't really know, just to try and see if we can get this sorted, because it needs to be sorted before the official FIA season starts. So anyway, hopefully I'll have 2 more race videos out tomorrow. I did take a while to get this video sorted, because I was trying to work out how to do the lap comparison, and it did take me a while, but finally I've got it sorted, and I kind of remember how to do it now. So hopefully it's handy if I want to do any other videos now in the future, because it was quite complicated how to get it all lined up for myself, because the last time I did something like that was about 2 years ago on a Assetto Corsa, but I finally got it sorted, and that's why I've not been able to do a race video today, because that took me quite a while to actually get split down the middle one, so you could both see both perspectives on the lap. I wanted to get it done properly, starting them at the same time, and obviously just to see the difference in grip that the other car was getting. So I'll try and get a double upload done tomorrow for racing. It'll probably be two sprint races done from Interlagos, and then maybe a race at Bathurst, depending on how my session goes later. It's not been going so great so far today. It's probably been one of the worst days in the game for a while. I've not had a good day at all, but hopefully it'll change later on and I can get some good footage. Anyway, thanks again for watching the video, and make sure you give it a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and also subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I do upload every single day on GT Sport. Thanks again for watching.